What's up guys? Speedkills here with another build video. I know it's been a while since I posted a build, but I plan on dropping a few updated builds this week, starting with this one. This is the build video for my Wardless Sorcerer in the Harrowstorm DLC. Traditionally, my Wardless Sorcerer has had to rely on tankier setups to be viable, but this patch I have found great success in a very high damage build. So the first question I always get, why Wardless? One reason I enjoy playing this build is that it is unique. Theory crafting has always been one of my favorite things to do in ESO, and this build allows me to make things viable that other people label as impossible. I've found great success with this build in group play, 1v1, and 1vx situations. This is also the most fun build that I've played in all my years in ESO. It's very fast paced, can earn a kill in seconds, however it does require solid gameplay to survive. A high skill cap offers a challenge that adds to the intensity of fights. This build has a lot of stamina sustain in order to dodge roll and block effectively. Block healing is very powerful, and by playing well, the build can appear to be insanely strong in the right hands. As I stated before, this build has a high skill cap. I would not recommend it to beginners. But if you're looking for something new, or you want to push your abilities in game, please do try out this build. Without further ado, let's get right into the build. So starting off, I'm a High Elf Sorcerer. I chose High Elf because I get stamina sustained through spell recharge. I get max magicka, as well as spell damage. An alternative race would be Breton. It's also very strong. I was actually a Breton for a very long time. But this patch, I do prefer the higher damage of High Elf. The Mundus that I'm running is the Atronach, which increases magicka recovery. And the food that I'm running is Bewitched Sugar Skulls, which increases max health, max stamina, magicka, and health recovery. My preferred potion on this build is the Tri Potion. Offers great sustain. But I do keep a few other potions in my inventory. I have this for physical opponents. I have this for magical opponents. And I also like to keep Essence of Immovabilities. This one offers critical, and this one offers stealth detection. Next, let's get into the gear sets. So our first set is Bloodspawn. Our second set is New Moon Acolytes. And our third set is Amberplasm. Bloodspawn is one of my favorite monster sets to use while 1vxing. It basically doubles your ultimate regen. It also offers you stamina recovery, which is very useful on this build. On top of that, it also increases your physical and your spell resistance whenever it procs. New Moon Acolyte, this is one of the best damaging sets in game. It has a 100% uptime. The downside of this is it increases your cost of your active abilities by 5%. Amberplasm, this is one of the best sustain sets in game. It offers both magicka and stamina sustain. On the body, I'm wearing 5 light, 1 heavy, and 1 medium. The light armor passive offers penetration, which is a lot of damage, as well as crit and recovery. If you want to maximize your resistances, your heavy piece should be on your chest, and your medium piece should be on your legs. As you can see, everything is impenetrable trait, and all have the multi-effect enchantment. If we look at our jewelry, all of our jewelry is infused, and all have spell damage enchantment. Our Inferno staff is sharpened with a weapon damage enchantment, and our Restoration staff is powered with an absorb magicka enchantment. I want to take this time to talk about an alternative set. If instead of Bloodspawn, you want to run Chudan That would be a very good option. The reason that I would consider using Chudan is because you are able to replace Boundless Storm with Daedric Minefield, which offers a lot of protection as well as damage. For no CP, I would change my New Moon set for Shacklebreaker. Shacklebreaker is great for no CP because it increases your max stamina, as well as offers stamina and magicka recovery, which are places where magicka builds struggle in no CP. So let's go over the skills that we're running in this build. First off, we have Crushing Shock. This is our spammable. It offers 3 instances of direct damage, as well as a small % chance to proc Burning, Chilled, and Concussed. It acts as a range interrupt, and it makes use of the Destruction Staff skill line passives, which offers Sustain and Penetration. If you would prefer to run the Psijic spammable here, that's fine. I just prefer Crushing Shock. Next we have Crystal Fragments. This is one of the keys to Sorcerer Burst. You really only want to cast this whenever you get a proc, because that causes it to be instant, deal 33% more damage, and cost 50% less magicka. Honing Curse. This is one of our delayed burst on this build. So you place the curse, and then after 3.5 seconds, your enemy explodes. It also has a follow-up curse after 8.5 seconds, which can be useful because it is less telegraphed. Endless Fury is our execute. It also offers great sustain when fighting outnumbered, because whenever you get a kill with Endless Fury, you restore almost 5,000 magicka. Streak is our mobility tool. It also offers a decent damage tooltip, and it is an AoE stun which cannot be blocked or dodged. This allows us to set up great bursts because we are able to stun enemies as our burst is going off. Need to be careful when casting Streak, because casting again within 4 seconds will cause it to cost 33% magicka. Ultimate I choose to run on this build is Ice Comet. It's great burst. It's also delayed burst, so it allows me to streak through my enemy, ensuring that the damage hits. After impact, there's also a ground AoE, which offers great pressure if your enemies stay inside of it. You would prefer to run Overload here. That is also a good option, but I do enjoy setting up meteor combos, so this is my preferred playstyle. Alright, so let's go over the skills on our Restoration Staff bar. These skills are primarily used for defense and healing. First skill in our bar is Blessings of Restoration. This is from the Restoration Staff skill line. It is the other morph of Combat Prayer. This is our burst heal. Block casting this offers a lot of defense. It also gives us Minor Resolve, which increases physical and spell resistance of you and your allies. Next we have Critical Surge. This is how we get our Major Sorcery, which increases our spell damage by 20%. This is also a very reliable heal on this build because we do have good critical chance. So dealing critical damage heals you for 4,000 health, and this can occur every 1 second. Next we have Dark Conversion. This is the stamina skill on the Wardless Sorcerer. Allows you to change 2,000 stamina for 3,600 magicka, as well as about 10k health. After casting this, it also returns 2,400 magicka over 20 seconds, so it's a good idea to keep this up as much as you can. Since this does cost stamina, this is how we make use of the Unchained passive on the Wardless Sorcerer. Whenever we break free, Dark Conversion is essentially free. Next we have Balanced Storm. It has a small AoE dot. It also gives us Major Resolve, which increases our resistances. and we get a short period of time with Major Expedition after casting. Next is Rapid Regen. This is a great hot, it lasts for 5 seconds, and it doesn't cost too much magicka. You want to keep this up, along with your Crit Surge, and that is a lot of passive healing over time. Lastly, our ultimate is Life Giver. This is the Restoration Staff ultimate. It offers a burst heal every 1 second for 5 seconds. It also automatically casts Regeneration, Blessings of Protection, and Steadfast Ward. So whatever morph you have of those, it will cast that morph. This is very cheap. It only costs 112 ultimate, and that is with New Moon. This will save you in a lot of bad situations. If you cast this, you block, you streak, and you're able to get out of the bad situations. So next I'm going to scroll through the champion points. We're going to start with the blue CP. For a while, I was running the Tactician passive, which allows you to dodge roll and set the enemy off balance. This gave you an extra way to stun your enemy through a medium weave or a heavy attack. But since we don't have access to the Exploiter passive on this build, I found that these 48 points in Staff Expert were better used in Blessed, Elemental Expert, and Spell Erosion. The next passive that I want to discuss is Unchained. You want to make sure that you do have the Unchained passive on this build, because we are using Dark Conversion, which costs stamina. Whenever you break free, the cost of your next stamina ability is used within 5 seconds is reduced by 80%. So after a break free, you can cast Dark Conversion 1 time for essentially free. This concludes the build video for my Wardless Sorcerer for Harrowstorm DLC. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, please press like. And if you want to see this build, as well as other builds in action, please subscribe. And you can go follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/speed_kills_twitch.